Need the order, you take roll please.
This is less than much.
Here.
Mrs. Butler?
Here.
Oh, let's see here. I'm half asleep. Come on. Oh, God. There we go, Mrs. Doctor.
Yes.
There's my list at. Maybe she did. She didn't forget to put it underneath there so I could see. Right here. Yeah, that's a vote. That's adoption of the agenda. No.
Yep.
No, well, there's nobody else to call, so. That's I stop.
Yeah.
Everybody's here.
Yeah.
It's here.
Yeah.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
And to the republic
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now, can I get a motion to adopt the agenda?
Well, I'll move.
I'll second. Alrighty, any discussion? Will you take roll please?
Mrs. Leskowitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Butler,
Yes,
Mrs. Dunning.
yes.
We don't have any public participation, so we will go right on to superintendent report.
Okay, well, I've got a handout for you
Okay.
with bullet points in my update. I'm just like talk to them, but just keep me on point.
Now he asked how long we last. I could. It depends on how long we talk. It was a correct answer.
Okay, so so the board, the superintendent update is we've got a big meeting next Monday, August 18th. So that'll be a large meeting of lots of information and lots of things to cover, and I'll get you updated as the week goes on with that one. But I wanted to talk about some things, and there's been some questions. I'll explain this. There's 3 items I'm asking you to vote on, even though it's a work session, just due to timing issues. One, we want to hire a math teacher. Who's Heidi Henning, I'll explain that. One, we've got transportation in lieu of, which has to be done before Friday, and then we got some kids going on an overnight trip. So that needs to get done before they go. So that's why that is. So as we get into this, I've got a Teams meeting Thursday with FMD and OFCC at 10 a.m. FMD and OFCC will be doing a presentation and a Q&A session at the August 18th board meeting. And now I've already talked to Pickett about this, Mr. Pickett, so he asked. And I sent you the survey.
Yes, today. Thank you.
You're welcome. I want to have the perspective of the past, what we will start to envision in the future, gather information from the board and community. So the goal when FMD comes in, OFCC comes, is I wasn't here in the past. Neither was Bob, and I don't know what everybody's information is. I get bits and pieces, so I would like OFCC to come in and give that rationale to all of us. And if our number was called and then it was passed, and I'm sure there's a reason for it. But that is so.
Should I ask my question about that now, or you want me to wait till the end of everything?
No, go ahead.
Okay,
It's interactive.
thanks, thank you. For the OFCC, is that the new person that's assigned to Bethel, or just somebody from the organization?
My understanding is it may or may not be, it is somebody that FMD reached out to that says they've got information regarding that.
Okay,
So I don't know if it's the person that worked here. I mean, a lot of people I know aren't there anymore.
right, I know, we do know the last time that FMD was here, they did say that our person was no longer in the
It's
in the
in the position.
position.
And so I'm certain they'll bring somebody that knows the information and has the history here. But like I said, I just want to get everybody at the same page, to speak
Yes.
on the same, what they know, what we need to know, what our options are.
And I'd like specifically, if you get the chance in your meeting, specifically to know how are we asked about the next, I don't know what you call that, billet, if you will, and who turned it down and exactly what date that was, please.
Yep. I will, because I'm curious too, but I was told that they thought it probably wasn't a good deal at the time because the percentage was so low. But I don't know the answer to that, but that's for my question. So I will ask, and they'll give us that information on Monday as well. I think they want to meet with me prior just to see what it is that I would like and what the board would like, and then we'll come with our questions.
I like,
We'll get answers out of them.
thanks. I appreciate that because there's more to know there that I
You
think
know what?
most of us up here don't know.
I would agree. There's lots I need to know.
Thanks.
So. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that meeting. Like I said, I've been in contact with FMD. I haven't talked to FCC. That's their person. So we'll move on with that. The course descriptions, handbook fees will be on the next agenda. We're going to do those electronically. And since we've opened a new school, we've got different offerings. It's just taking a little longer. So we will post those electronically and get those on the August board meeting. It's kind of nice. Kids don't come to school till the end of August.
Good planning, somebody's quick.
I thought so.
Well
Yes.
done. We all do.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. Hey, is there anything in the handbook about dress code or?
I mean, we've looked at dress code. We're just gonna have to enforce things this year. I mean, at the end of the day, cell phones, dress code, we're gonna draw a line in the sand this year. Take our beatings. And we will, everybody's it's a school. It's an educational facility, I've had some frustrations and, we're running a school, not running daycare, we're not running, we're running a school.
Could be.
And they're here to learn. So I think, part of that will be on the administration, and the part that's going to be on teachers, and it's got to be consistent. That's the key. So
Thank you.
you're welcome. Our buses, majority of our buses that went through inspection, everyone that's went through is passed. So Travis, hats off to you, buddy. We are going to look at additional buses the next meeting. I'll have a rationale, but around transportation, we got to get in a rotation like we do computers for buses. We've got, wheelchairless bus, we've allocated monies for those, but we really haven't. I look back, we hadn't really bought any buses at all. From what I can tell prior to me being here, we sold parts to some. They were sitting out back, but we haven't bought any buses. And, and
We did in my term since I've been here.
yeah, okay, good. But there's
And maybe enough.
there's a lot of mileage on those, and you've got, and we need to talk about a part-time mechanic at some point. The ratio is 15-1 buses to mechanic. We're like almost 30-1. We're crushing Travis. So, but he's doing a good job. So,
Thank you.
so start times and narrative. So let's talk a little bit about the start times. I've got a lot of questions, not a lot, I've got a few questions about start and end times for school year this year, and more so than I've gotten in my career. But let's go over it. This is here's the start and end time. So basically,
Thank you. Thank you.
so start and end times are set up for a lot of reasons. They're not something I sit in my office and say, this sounds good. There's a lot to this. So I'm going to read a little bit about what goes into it and the rationale behind it. All right. So we had one route we were still working on as of August 4th that was affecting times. We got that ironed out that Monday morning. So if you look at some of this, hopefully this will help. Because I think the elementary goes 10 minutes longer than it did last year. So I don't seem to cause some people some, I've set up 3 meetings with parents already. We're going to have a conversation and we'll talk about it. But the start time for staff is 7:15 to 3, 5:12, and K4 is 8:15 to 4. The student day, grades 5 through 12 is 7:30 to 2:55, and grades K4 is 8:40 to 3:45. So some of the reasons behind this, connect our CTC students with their proper home bus, eliminating them from sitting in the hive after school until elementary routes could return to pick them up. That didn't make a lot of sense. And then they were going home with the K-4 kids. So now they go home with high school, middle school kids. Allows our buses to have adequate time to transport our kids between runs. So we've increased enrollment last year and our routes take a little longer. It also, we still transport to St. Peter's. We've got 23 students going to St. Peter's, transport there regularly. It also allows our special need routes, wheelchair lift, time to get to each stop and not push drivers for the time. We're still running one route to Tip City High School, and that driver needs time to get back so they can run the elementary route. With the increased staffing and slight time adjustments that were made, we were able to reduce 2 routes that historically run the township from 63 minutes down to 45 minutes. So that's good. We're able to spread the routing out better and be able to transport and create additional runs without hiring additional drivers. So we're stacking routes, and the other thing is, so this still keeps us from running double routes, which was the whole goal in the beginning. So it also gives the entire district, before the kids come to school, staff about 20 minutes, because the elementary last year had about a half hour before school started. The middle school and high school, they were coming in with the kids and leaving with the kids. So you couldn't have a staff meeting, you couldn't have any collaboration, you couldn't have any team time. So we've got about 20 minutes before the schedule starts for them to be able to talk, have a staff meeting, discuss things. And we've also built a few extra minutes into the day, the educational day for 512, because we're also going to spend time locking up cell phones at the beginning of the day and the end of the day. So hopefully people are listening and that makes sense. It's it was a lot to it, but there's a lot going on, but that's the rationale behind it. So
Is that all brain power or our software?
The thought, you had to
that's
software
both.
help.
That's both. I think
Really?
thank you.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
No, I don't know a lot to do with it. Just a little- I did the educative side, they handle the transportation side. So yeah, it's it's amazing what they do though. It's like, we've stacked, we've eliminated routes, we've cut routes down by 20 minutes. Good stuff. So they did a nice job. I'd like to take credit for it. Yeah. I did get the extra.
Okay.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Attaboy.
So cell phone policy and cell phone lockers. I've had a few parents reach out to me about cell phones as well. We're not going to allow cell phones in school this year. We're going to lock them up. These lockers will be in the school, each homeroom. We got a key, box. The way I understand, I left the schedule up to the building administrators. I don't know how they do that, but kids come in the morning, they lock the phones up. They go back to where they locked them up in the afternoon and they take them, they go home. Now we're still hiring, it'll be a little bit like if kids gotta leave early, if it's enough, maybe they have a locker in the office or something like that, but that is the gist of it. The cell phone policy you passed back at the May board meeting, that there will be no cell phones allowed in school. If people are listening and that you have to understand it's going to be the law in January anyway, and it's a lot easier to start that way than try to start something in the middle of the year. And then there have been several districts in last year that have done this and said they've seen decreased disciplinary issues, more engagement, kids are happier. So it will be an adjustment, but that's one that we're going to do. So, like I said, so anyway, that's that. Relocation of temporary office space and update on the church. So the church has been signed off. The petition will go tomorrow. We dropped off at the trustees tomorrow. And then the meeting is in August, I think, 27th or 28th. And then it goes to the county and everything should be good. So from an administrative staff, treasurer's office is going down to the old cafeteria, which is which was the empty unit back by the 6th grade, the island. So that'll be all the treasurer's office. They'll be housed down there, the old cafeteria for library. And then the superintendent's office will be here in the media center for a while. Oh yeah. So Shelley will be over there, and I'm gonna be over there.
In the fishbowl.
And when I have meetings, I'll use conference rooms and things like that. I mean, it's just, it's, Todd and I have spent many nights and early mornings talking about this, and it doesn't make sense to spend a bunch of money for 30 to 60 days, and things didn't move as fast as we wanted, we get it, but the media center, there's an hour of study hall in here, that's it. So they're gonna go to empty classrooms, and kids will come in and get books, and they'll get to see the superintendent, and it'll be a really good time. Then we'll check out books and get our job done and go out through the day. So, but if we need to go somewhere, an hour on up here on Wildcat, the lady, the Johnny that runs that, I'm going out there Wednesday. She said, if you get a pinch and you need office space, come on out, that they would provide it for us at no cost.
It's beautiful.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so, I thought, that works too. And I mean, there was places in Troy, but I mean, again, we're gonna pack everything up, move to Troy 30, 60 days and move everything back. And, it's just, so we're trying to not waste money and not have major multiple moves, but my office this whole past year was in a hallway with kids. So it's no big deal. I mean, we're not doing top secret stuff. So it'll be fine, but if you're looking for me, I'll be in the media center. And then Bob will be on the other side of the building. It'll be the old cafeteria. So, there you go. And
Move your phone line into here?
the phone lines are in over there. And all my voicemails have forwarded to Shelley.
Gotcha.
So,
Good job, Shelley. Yeah.
yeah, and poor Shelley. So thank you, Shelley. So she's she's done a lot of work. Like I said, she's been doing registration, onboarding, orientation, convocation, plus she's moving. She's she's all boxed up today. She didn't have a computer for like an hour. She's like, I know, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty fun. It needs to be fun.
Exactly.
to be fine. So yeah, she's done a great job. So I appreciate everything she's done. And Todd Bird, so the buildings look phenomenal. I don't know if you get a chance to look like that. The 5-6 building looks brand new. It is absolutely amazing. So I think Todd and his crew have done an amazing job. And I know Todd is sometimes when I see Todd early in the morning, late at night, he just kind of looks at me and goes, you'll be okay. So anyway, they've all done a great job. So, and I appreciate what he's done, and I appreciate what his crew's done. And I also, my administrators, they've been very flexible. They've had to work out of conference rooms, and they were transferring. Josh is up where Bob's at. We get Bob out Thursday, and they move Thursday, they move in Friday. So everybody's we're still getting all our work done. We're just different places. So, and then the next board meeting will be next Monday. It'll be a long one. They hope it's a good one. But I think, like I said, we got some presentations to go over. There'll be a lot of things on that usually start of the year. So that's my update.
Excellent.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate all this hard work and.
You've been putting in the time.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
Flexibility and all of that.
It's been interesting.
You're so
It's been
small.
a lot of long days. It's been interesting. But I'm enjoying it. I'm still enjoying it. Still smiling and coming here.
Coming back.
Coming back.
If Chat GPT is to be believed, on your question as to what happened with OFCC back in April 2014, then Superintendent Larry Smith indicated to the day-to-day news that the district would pass on participating because the cost would have been about 30% more, and the state contribution was 20%. So that is indeed the case. That would make sense why they did that. It looked like perhaps you guys re-engaged in 2021, that perhaps where the expedited local partner could occur. Timing on that seems about right.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for, like a more recent date. Yeah, so the 21 timeframe.
21 timeframe would, that matches up with your elementary. Getting that through schematic design and things like that.
But since then, there's been another one?
No.
That's what I was trying to
I don't think
understand.
there's been, since I doubt it.
I cannot answer that with 100% accuracy.
Yeah.
That's why I'm.
We'll figure that. 2014, what was that?
We'll find out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll
that's-
find out on Monday.
Yeah.
That's why I wanted
Did they
both
come
to
up
be
with
here Monday. Good.
Thanks. Question about, the bus routes, will they be posted soon for parents, or when will they be?
Yeah, so my understanding is you'll post it 2 weeks prior to school.
Okay.
So this year I know, so speaking of the bus routes, I know we're not going to stop at every house in Carriage Trail. I mean, we're not, I mean, if you look at the software, it's like, there's like a kid every drive. You know, and I know that this will upset some people, but there are no schools that stop at every house anymore. And so we're gonna do corner stops, which is actually safer. And these will be put out and published to the parents, but just, if you're listening, I'm sorry, but we're not going to stop at your house, not every house, so.
You live in the corner, might be in love.
If you live in the corner, if you're,
Yeah, we'll be in
if
front
you
of
got any
the
questions,
house.
call Jacob Lloyd. So, but those will be posted, I think, 2 weeks prior, and they'll also be able to track where their kid is on the software this year. Like, if they can see when the kid's gonna be home, or, you know, how close they are. If they want to do that, they can.
Great. I think last Tuesday morning, right after we had our Monday meeting, I was walking out to head to work, and one of our buses went by. I thought either somebody's running some routes for practice or getting some driving time in as.
Yeah, so they gotta run what they call a dry route before, and they have to get that in before the school year starts. So a lot of them have been running their dry routes, and then, you know, some of them are training. And we've had 2 or 3 quit. We thought they were gonna stay just for, you know, other reasons, not us, other reasons that they had to deal with. So we've had to bring our subs up and train. So we don't. But we did a nice job on the subs. We had subs in the pool, if you will. So they were able to come up. So that's good. But yeah, they've been out running.
That's good, yeah.
I think they advertised on the 5th that they were gonna do a test drive.
I knew they were doing dry runs, and we're gonna advertise. We're still gonna we're gonna put up posters and stuff for drivers needed. So we can always
The
use
open
them.
house,
But
that's during open house.
we're gonna put them up out in the
No.
township and out of Carriage Creek, which is 201.
Big old banner on the side of the bus,
Yeah.
park it right there, that's.
We are, but how much better are we this year than we were
my
last year at
gosh,
this
yeah.
time?
No kidding.
I mean,
Well, last year this time we were double routed
yeah,
from then till almost Christmas.
yeah,
Then I was like, we had kids sitting in elementary, 5:30. It's like,
Like 2 buses going by the same
That's like-
place.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
it's phenomenal, the
they've done a
work
good
that's
job.
gone into scaling this up.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, they've done a
it's
nice
a lot
job.
of work,
And the software helps.
yeah.
So thanks for approving that, because I don't know how you do without software these days.
Not anymore in our district.
Not now.
You lose your mind.
Yeah.
Do you know, will they send out information along with the routes as far as like the software, how to in or how to get that?
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to do that. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but he did tell me that if the parents wanted it, because we had some parents at the beta group last year. So I'm sure they'll give out that information. But I don't know the exact answer or how. So I'll ask if they can post it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And now we go into certified personnel recognitions.
Yeah, just like to approve long-term sub Heidi Henning for a math teacher. So Heidi was a long-term sub or a full-time substitute teacher here at the middle school. And Heidi's done a very nice job for us. Great math teacher, has done a lot of tutoring for kids in the district, and we were fortunate for her to her and I had a long conversation. She said she would take the job, she wanted the job. So she's going to bring her on as long-term sub and then get her alternative license, bring her on as teacher full-time.
That's awesome.
So
Nice.
Yeah.
It's great.
So now the high school staff is now fully staffed. So we had one math teacher replaced.
So technically, she's not really replacing anybody who's leaving, it's just the empty.
Solace.
I'm sorry.
Solace,
So
Oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, the
Yeah.
empty.
replacing him.
but nobody else was hired in his place, is what, so it's like an empty slot, but
Correct.
she'll be filling.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yep, you're right. Yeah, she's replacing, yeah. Not new, just replacing.
Yes, yeah, thank
Looking forward to having her on staff.
Wait, can I get, oh, did you have, in,
you. Is that the only one on that one?
Yes.
Okay, thanks.
wait, so can I get a motion then to, approve Heidi for the long-term substitute position?
I'll second.
Any other discussion? We take roll, please?
Ms. Leskowitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Butler,
Yes,
Ms. Donahue,
Yes,
Mr. Reed.
Yes.
I'd like the Board of Education to approve payment in lieu of transportation for the 25-26 school year. One's, Chaminade, Julian, we're not transporting there. Dayton Christian. Transporting there. Yeah. Those are the two.
now last year we just did the, we did it later, well, this spring we did kind of catch up from last year. Were those, I'm just asking, was that because we were behind last year? I just wanted to try to remember exactly, or were those newly submitted at that time?
They were probably newly submitted at that time. I mean, I don't recall off the top of my head, but I think, Jacob did a pretty nice job. We were behind. We caught up, and then as they come in,
Yeah,
they move the district and go somewhere. I mean, we can't tell them they can't go, but we also can say that it's just not feasible for us to transport. We got so many routes going in all these different places already.
so these are the only two you've received so far, so potentially we could receive more.
Potentially, yeah. If they move in and aren't
Yeah.
coming here.
Exactly. It's early still.
It's still early, yeah. Then we get a little influx right around Christmas.
Thank you.
Can I get a motion then to approve the payment in lieu of transportation for the 25-26 school year?
I'll move.
It's like,
Any discussion? We take roll, please?
Mrs. Leskowitz.
Yes.
Mrs. Butler,
Yes,
Mrs. Donahue,
Yes,
Mr. Reed.
Yes.
okay, I'd like the Board of Education to approve the Bethel Cross Country Camp at Houston Woods State Park, August 15th through the 17th. They're taking the kids camping, but it's an overnight stay, so we just need that approved. Like, whoa. Gone.
Can I get a motion to approve that overnight stay in Houston Woods State Park? For the cross-country camp.
I'll move.
I'll second.
Any discussion?
Yes, please. I have some, so this is of the normal form that we've been seeing over the past couple of years. And I just wanted to know, was this a last minute ad? Because
It is.
we didn't have it last week.
Yeah, it is, yes, because I just found out they were going, and
Oh.
I said, you can't go
Oh.
without board approval. It's because you're taking the kids, so I'm like, we need to get that on.
Good.
It's very last minute.
So it looks like 2 nights and they have chaperones and everything. Do you know, what about the transportation down there?
Taking buses.
Okay, because I just wondered, my concern was perhaps because it's so close that some students might want to drive themselves.
No.
And I didn't want us to have any issues with that if anything were to happen.
So our goal with that is, I know that's, so in the past practice here is not what we want to continue to do, because sometimes people are like, well, we just always drive. Well, no, you can't drive because you've got all these kids. If something happens to one of those kids, you put the school bus, one of the safest things to ride. Put them on a bus. We'll drive them there, drop them off. Chaperones take care of the trip. We'll come back and pick them up. So our goal is to, when our kids go somewhere, they ride a bus.
Yeah.
No matter how far it is, because safety is, I mean, we've spent a lot of time on safety and security this summer. Scott Lane's put together, which I'll show you, next week. But, our security plans are top notch compared to some state, in my opinion, and I think he's done a nice job, but you know, the same token, we want our kids to be safe, so we've tried very hard, if they go anywhere, they go on a bus.
Because I know there, and I assume there still is the release form if you ride from a game or you have to go to another event after you can.
There is,
You
there
can
is.
sign that, but it has to be with a parent.
Has to be with a parent, and the coaches have to see that parent, because what happens is, I'm going with my mom and dad, and 5 kids go with Joe.
Yeah, somebody else, yeah.
Yeah,
Can't do that. I gotta see, so we're working on that, you know, working on that, we're working on, you know, and I think some of the coaches just didn't know. I mean, they're like, it's easier, just, you know, didn't want to bother transportation in the summer or whatnot, but we've got buses, we've got staff, and they're willing to, obviously gonna do that. So that's the goal. The goal is to get them, you can still sign that waiver, but I want coach to see parent.
Yeah.
If you want.
Thanks. And I know this is a little different than when you're going to Disney or you're heading to Georgia for baseball or Florida for baseball.
Right.
Because it's a long trip, but this being so short, I was just wondering if there was, that's why I'm asking. I just wanted to make sure that
Should be
that
taking a
was in
bus.
place.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. And then I was just gonna ask, is this a camp or are they really just more doing a team building type activity?
I'm gonna go with team building.
Okay. I just wondered if they had a real cross country
Yeah.
camp, like soccer camp.
I think it's team building.
From the horse race.
I think it's team building. I mean, I think there are always obviously great ideas, but I don't think it's like a competition camp.
Yeah.
I think it's team building.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Anybody else?
All right.
We do roll, please?
Mrs. Leskowitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Butler,
yes,
Mrs. Donahue,
Yes.
Mr. B.
Yes.
Great, we do not need an executive session.
No.
So can I get a motion to adjourn the meeting?
oh, I'll motion.
It's all about it.
Second.
Take roll, please.
Mrs. Leskowitz,
Yes.
Mrs. Butler,
Oh, yes.
Mrs. Donahue,
Yes.
Mr. B.
Yeah.
Right, meeting adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thanks for tuning